Aditya's path to knowledge began in a small village school, where old wooden desks, a cracked blackboard, and a moss-covered tiled roof told stories of time. Going to school was a major challenge for him. His family couldn't afford textbooks, and the worn-out books Aditya borrowed from friends often had missing or torn pages. On many days, his stomach growled with hunger, because breakfast consisted of nothing but a glass of water. Yet he still studied diligently under the dim light of an oil lamp at night. The cold winds blowing through the gaps of their shabby house never discouraged him. Despite the difficult circumstances, Aditya was always the top student in class. He had an exceptional memory and a rare persistence. Complicated math problems or long essays never disheartened him. The teachers at school quickly recognized his talent. One day after class, his math teacher, Mr. Sharma, called Aditya over. With a warm, deep voice, he said, "Aditya, you have a special fire in your soul. Don't let circumstances extinguish it. Keep learning, and you will go far." That encouragement was like a guiding light, giving Aditya renewed motivation. He began devoting more time to his studies, staying up late to review lessons or borrow additional books from the school library. But not every day was smooth. There were times when Aditya felt completely exhausted. On days when his father couldn't find work, the whole family had to survive on minimal meals. Aditya often gave up his small portion of rice to his younger siblings, even when his stomach rumbled with hunger. During those moments, he questioned whether he had the strength to continue. But whenever he felt like giving up, images of his family and his big dreams would appear in his mind, urging him to stand back up. He would remind himself, "Education is the only way out of poverty. I cannot stop now." After completing high school with excellent results, Aditya faced a harsh reality. The small village offered no job opportunities that could help him fulfill his dreams. With an old cloth bag containing a few clothes and a small amount of money saved from odd jobs, Aditya decided to leave the village and head to the city. The bus ride took him to a completely unfamiliar world. Crowded streets, towering buildings, and hurried people overwhelmed him. The city was a place full of color, but also harshness. Here, no one cared about the story of a young man from the countryside. To survive, Aditya began taking on odd jobs. His first job was helping out at a small tea stall on a street corner. From early morning until late at night, he carried trays, washed glasses, and cleaned up amid the sweltering heat of the stove. Each passing day left his body weary, but not his spirit. He told himself, "This is just the beginning. I must be patient." During his time at the tea stall, Aditya learned how to communicate with customers. He always wore a smile, even though he carried heavy worries about his family back home. His friendliness and diligence won the affection of the stall owner, who often gave him a little extra in tips. Aditya saved every penny, hoping one day he would have enough to do something bigger. At night, lying on a thin mat in his cramped rented room, he dreamed of a future where his family no longer had to worry about money. After more than a year working at the tea stall, Aditya had saved a small amount of money. With that modest capital, he decided to take a risk. He opened a small stall selling snacks and basic necessities at a busy city market. The stall was just a tiny corner with a few old wooden shelves, but to Aditya, it was a dream come true. He woke up at 4 a.m. to prepare his goods, arrange everything neatly, and greet his first customers with a beaming smile. However, business was not as easy as he had imagined. In the early days, his stall barely attracted any customers. On some evenings, Aditya sat and stared at the unsold goods, his heart heavy with doubt. He wondered if he had made a mistake leaving the village, if his dream was simply too far-fetched. On those days, loneliness and pressure weighed heavily on his shoulders. But instead of sinking into despair, Aditya chose to adapt. He began observing customer needs, listening to what they wanted, and adjusting his products accordingly. He also maintained a cheerful demeanor, engaging warmly with everyone, from laborers to housewives. Gradually, Aditya's stall began to attract more customers. People appreciated his sincerity and the quality of his goods. One customer once said, "This boy doesn't just sell products, he sells dedication." His stall's reputation spread, and Aditya started turning a profit. He used the money to expand the stall, stock more diverse products, and hire someone to help ease the workload. Every small step forward was a testament to his perseverance. One day, while Aditya was busy at his stall, a well-dressed middle-aged man approached. He was Mr. Vikram, a successful businessman in the city. Vikram was impressed by Aditya's hard work and organized manner. After a brief conversation, he offered Aditya a chance to collaborate on a larger business venture, opening a full-scale retail store in the city center. This was the opportunity Aditya had always dreamed of, but it also came with great risks, Aditya thought deeply. He knew that if he failed, his meager savings would vanish. But he also believed this was his chance to change his life. With courage, Aditya agreed to the partnership. He worked tirelessly, learning how to manage operations, negotiate with suppliers, and build customer relationships. There were times when things went wrong. Orders were canceled, goods returned. But Aditya never let those setbacks defeat him. He constantly reminded himself, "Every hardship is a lesson. I will become stronger." Thanks to relentless effort, the new store run by Aditya and Mr. Vikram steadily grew. From a single shop, they expanded into a chain of retail stores. Aditya not only lifted his family out of poverty, but also created jobs for many people from his village, people who had once doubted his potential. He built a new, spacious house for his family, sent his siblings to good schools, and ensured they no longer had to live in hardship. The small village now spoke of Aditya as a shining example, a living proof that dreams can become reality. Today, Aditya is a successful entrepreneur, but he never forgets his difficult journey. He often returns to the village, organizing talks, to share his story with young people, encouraging them to believe in themselves and never give up on their dreams. He says, "Hard work and honesty are the keys that open every door. No matter how tough life gets, if you don't give up, success will come." Aditya's story is a vivid testament to the power of will and perseverance. From a poor village boy, he rose to become a successful businessman, transforming not only his own life, but also inspiring hundreds of others. The message Aditya leaves behind is clear. No dream is too big, and no hardship is insurmountable, as long as you dare to take the first step and never stop trying. If you are facing difficulties in life, remember Aditya. Start with small steps, be patient, and believe in yourself. Success doesn't come overnight, but with hard work and determination, you will find the light at the end of the road. Aditya's story is not just one of success. It's a reminder that within each of us lies the strength to overcome adversity and reach new heights.